If it's time to give your home and property a facelift,
Hold it. It's not your time yet. trying to get everything straightened out here. Sorry about that. We're a little bit frazzled this morning.
It's okay.
A little after 7:30, Jim Hunter, Tommy Lang, and we are joined by our friends from Some of the Arts, Lisa Barnes and Eric Johnson. And, of course, we'll reconvene Friday night at the First Avenue Club for the fundraiser, but you're here for a different reason this morning.
We are. It's that time of year, time for us to start announcing our schedules for the summer. And we're actually doing 2 announcements this morning. I only told you about the Friday night concerts, but we're also announcing the drive-in movies at the Hangar.
Oh, cool.
You are blindsided.
Yes. It's a quick and easy one. So we're very excited to be back out at the Iowa City Municipal Airport again. And we're kicking things off on May 16th, graduation weekend. You want something fun to do, come out to the airport and check out the 2025 version of Superman.
That's right. I am super excited about this, I got to say.
Are you really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm a comic fan. I'm not really a Superman fan per se, but this is just a great version of the character. There's a lot of humor in the movie. There is the best bad dog in the world with superpowers in the movie. Okay. And this is actually about a month before the premiere of Supergirl, which is also going to feature that same superpowered bad dog.
Yes, yep.
It's her dog. Spoiler alert.
This is a great chance to come out about a month before, see Superman again, and then in about a month you can see the sequel.
I enjoyed it too. I saw it in the theater, and like we talked about off the air, I was a Marvel guy. I love the Marvel universe. That's what I collected as a kid. But this was a really fun. James Gunn has really done a lot of fun with that whole DC universe.
Yeah.
And like Peacemaker, which I do not believe you would want to show
no.
at an event like this for the public.
We'd get in so much trouble.
But it's the same sort of universe, which throws me off sometimes. But no, it's a family-friendly movie, and it was a lot of fun. Fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of not want to show or family friendly, we're going a little bit off our norm for our June movie on June 20th in honor of Pride. We're showing The Birdcage.
Oh, that's a great movie.
It's a great movie. It's the first time we've shown an R-rated movie, so we are telling people, we do consider this for mature audiences. But honestly, it is so funny. Nathan Lane is absolutely hilarious. There are so many characters in this. Yeah, Robin Williams is amazing. Gene Hackman, it's just such a fun movie, and we thought to show this in honor of Pride would be a great opportunity for us. So that'll be on June 20th.
If I remember right, it's R because of the language. It's not. There's no sexual nobody's naked in it. I don't think.
No. It's
and
the
no
language,
violence.
And there's a lot of phallic symbols in their apartment.
Oh, okay, that's right.
That's why it's R. So in my mind, it's a pretty mild
tame R.
Yeah, exactly. And then on July 18th...
Teens will know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Teens should know this stuff by now.
On July 18th, we're going to what I consider an old classic, Galaxy Quest.
Now, this is a classic drive-in movie, and this is one that I've actually been pestering Lisa to have us show since I joined staff.
And we've shown it before, but it's been
I didn't work there
2018.
then.
I know, it was before you were working for us, so... We both absolutely love this movie. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman is absolutely hilarious in it.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites, the scene stealer, Tony Shalhoub, is
Tony's
so
great
funny.
in everything he does.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing how versatile he is. You look at him, some of the other movies he's done, like Men in Black, and those smaller parts. And
Monk.
Monk,
was a great series.
obviously. So,
I remember him first from The Taxi Driver on Wings.
Yeah.
It was like a minor character, but he was kind of the breakout star of that show.
Yes, I had forgotten about that.
And he was also the dad in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and he was excellent in that role, too.
That's right.
Well, I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good.
Great stuff. Yeah, and that movie's also got a huge cult following, too.
Oh, yeah.
People love that movie to this day.
Yeah.
That's really what we're going for in this series in a lot of ways, right? Because it's a drive-in, so we want to show a certain amount of classic drive-in type movies.
Cool.
A little nostalgia.
Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is, the first time that we showed Galaxy Quest, it was actually a rain out when we were downtown, so we were in Van Allen Auditorium, and our intern, right at the beginning, when the Thermians show up and stuff, she goes, "Is that Rainn Wilson?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it is."
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he's one of the Thermians. So anyway, it's a great movie. We hope that people will come out for that in July. And then we wrap up the season on August 15th with another newer movie, 2025, Zootopia 2. which has been extremely popular.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, we went to it at the theater. It's super cute. I like both of them, and it's always got that underlying story, but the characters are just absolutely hilarious. So we figure that's a great way, before school starts, to end the season for us.
Excellent. And what is the admission charge for these?
Yeah, how much do I
drive-in
got to
ones?
pay to go to these things?
It is
You
free.
guys have to pay thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But it's free for everybody else.
But we will be standing there with the bucket, so if you would like to chip in, that would be
The
awesome.
whole idea is to make this a community event, and the only way it can be a community event is if the community supports it.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
right.
I will say getting the rights to these movies has gotten more and more expensive. Used
Sure.
to be we'd pay $300, now it's over $700, and so that's where we need the sponsorships and we need those donations
Absolutely.
to cover those costs. So now let's
talk music.
on to Friday Night Concert Series. So we're actually kicking off a week earlier this year, so we're kicking it off on May 8th.
Wow.
And we're doing a short set. Normally that first one is a shorter night, goes till 8 o'clock. And we're starting, it's kind of a jazzy month. May is always a jazzy month for us, and we're kicking it off with a group called Bearcat Hot Club.
They play kind of gypsy jazz, 1920s, Django
Oh,
Reinhardt.
cool.
kind of stuff.
Oh, that'll be
Oh, it's
That is
great
different. I
stuff.
like that.
It's great stuff. And there are a couple of really great local players in the group, Chris Diamond and Oriana Ross.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then through our partnership with the University of Iowa School of Music, on May 15th, we're featuring the UI Black Pop Music Group. And we did a special concert with them last year on a Sunday. They are so incredibly talented. It's musicians and singers, and they play a wide variety of music. It's going to be such a fun night, especially since it's graduation weekend, too. So
Oh, for sure.
this will be the final concert for some of these kids. And then, of course, we go back to the high schools on May 22nd, again featuring West Liberty and West High School. And on May 29th, Clear Creek, Amana, and City High.
Right, it's the jazz bands from those schools.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
going to be a great night.
Kind of a
It's
tradition.
always, yeah, it definitely is, and it's just always a great way to start the season off.
Cool.
Yeah.
So moving to June, we've got 3 concerts in June because, of course, we've got the Iowa Arts Festival in the first weekend of June, but we've got Big Begonias and the Farrellings, and that's actually a what do you call it? Lost the word.
Split.
Well,
It's a split night. No, it's
we
we're doing this-
rescheduled.
It's a reschedule.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's
they got rained
early in
out
the
last
morning in
year.
my brain.
Yeah.
This concert was rained out last year, and we're doing the same 2 bands together, and we're hoping it's going to be nice weather.
And I just want to say, we are in touch with the National Weather Service, and we didn't know there was rain coming. They got through their sound check. We're all ready to start, and then it let loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything I was seeing, it was like, oh, it's going to be maybe a half hour, so we're hanging out in the Graduate, waiting to get back out there. I get a call from the National Weather Service about 7 o'clock. No, it looks like it's going to keep raining until about 8. So we had to call it, which is very unfortunate. But they were one of the first bookings that we did for this year. It's like, we got to bring them back. We got to give them
They're
that
2
opportunity.
great local bands, great
sure are.
songwriters, and great singers. Moving on to the 19th, we've got DJ Animosity and CJ Parker, and this is going to be our Juneteenth concert. We're very excited about that.
CJ's really talented.
That's what I hear. I hear that he sometimes sings the national anthem.
He
in front of
does.
the sporting events, and
He talked himself into an interview on MTV a few years back.
Really?
oh, great, great. Yeah, we're really excited to have him.
So, yeah, he's from the Quad Cities. That
He
was
is.
one of your recommendations, wasn't it, Jim?
I might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're closing out the month with Slim Chance and the Can't Hardly Playboys.
That's Jeff Johansson and his
Brian.
band.
Brian Johansson.
Brian
yeah.
Johansson, sorry.
In his alter ego.
Yes.
Which he will not break character the
He
entire
does
concert.
not.
No.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's outlaw country, and it's just great stuff. And he's got a really talented band behind him.
He sure
backing
does.
it up, too.
That should be fun.
And then in July, we're actually bringing back some local favorites. We kick things off on July 10th with Winterland. We didn't have them play last year, so
Right.
we're very excited to have them back again this year. Grateful Dead music and just a lot of fun, laid back but fun, And then totally changing things up on July 17th, we've got Dandelion Stompers. So they're always fun. You're going to see a lot of dancing with Dandelion Stompers. And then I'm going to let Eric talk about the July 24th because these are 2 new bands I'm not familiar with.
Sure. So Blast Choir is they're actually led by Jeff Capps, who's a good friend of ours who runs the Children's Museum. He's the executive director out there, but he's also a fantastic songwriter. He's in a couple of bands, and Blast Choir is kind of his rock band. And I don't know how to describe it except maybe kind of 90s songwriter rock. That's just really, they're just really, really solid original songs. There's one song that I think is filled with the titles of replacement songs
Oh,
and
cool.
things like that. Yeah, he's really, really smart, but also really touching and human songs. And the Wonderful Smiths are a newish band. They've been playing around Iowa City for a couple of years. They're just kind of a rock band. You know, I don't think I can really think of a single modifier to put in front of that, but they play originals.
I like them a lot better than the Annoying Smiths.
Yeah. No, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. No, they're
And unlike
really,
the band, the Smiths, they might actually show up for the gig.
There you go.
yeah, no, they're a fantastic
This
band.
is not
and
the
we're-
Morrissey band.
No, and we're really excited to have them. One member that I know that's played around the area is their guitar player, Destin Dua.
I know
Played
that
with Miss Christine for a couple of years and runs a recording studio. So this is going to be exciting. And then on the 31st, we've got the Trolleys, the return of a longtime favorite Iowa City folk rock band.
They are a big draw.
And they played Arts Fest last year.
They did.
Yep. So we're excited to have them at the Friday night concert series.
I saw them play at a bar in Cedar Rapids like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that, like Flick's Bungalow, which had like a capacity of like 20. And they were just like stuffed into a corner. But I thought these guys are really good. So I became friends with Nikki,
Yep.
who's in the band,
Yeah.
and she'll be back
She's
for this.
awesome.
And she's great. Yeah, we're friends and everything. So
Yeah.
this will be
Yeah.
great. That'd be good.
Yeah, I'm really happy they started playing again a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we've had Nikki playing in various Natural Habits, and solo and that kind of thing. But yeah, we're excited about the Trolleys.
And then we kick off August with Silk Creek and Whiskey Fund. Silk Creek is a trio centered around Ben Schmidt, great longtime local songwriter, but playing with Chris Diamond and Ryan Berneman. And then the Whiskey Fund is just a fun band where a bunch of great veteran Iowa City musicians get together, and they describe it as their guilty pleasure band. They get to just play the songs that they want to play. So
That's
you'll hear
cool.
everything from Steely Dan to the band to maybe some Chris Christopherson to just whatever they feel like laying on you.
That's fun.
And then on August 14th, we've got the River Glen Band. And if you're not familiar with them, they're kind of a folk pop group. And if you go to the Summer of the Arts YouTube channel, there is a video from 2020 Arts Fest. We actually recorded them out at Wildwood and playing outside. And they're just a really fun, different style than what we have for a lot of the other nights.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So on
Okay, well, maybe I should do the 21st. You do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
28th. Okay. August 21st, then we're bringing back Jumbies. So we got a little Caribbean
That's one of your
funk,
favorites, I know. Lisa.
Afro-Cuban. I know. I love Jumbies. So I'm really glad that it worked out to bring them back.
Right, and then we cap off the month of August with the Beaker Brothers on their Reelin' in the Years farewell tour, making their stop at the Friday Night Concert Series. You know,
Yeah.
the Friday Night Concert Series was one of the first shows they played when they got together as a band 20 years ago, and we feel like this is appropriate as a send-off.
Yeah, and they will be playing Friday night at the fundraiser at the First Avenue Club.
That's
So
right, a fundraiser for Summer of the Arts, Friday
nice
night,
little
First
bookend.
Avenue Club.
Yeah.
At music starts at 7:30. Tickets are $15 at the door.
Yep, and if you're wondering, they've got a lot of TVs and are going to show the women's basketball game.
I
So you
figured
can-
that'll make Dirk happy.
Yeah, so if you get there,
too.
as soon as the doors open, you'll be able to watch the whole second half.
Yep.
So, looking forward to that, and looking forward to the show because I was talking to Ed, and he's they're bringing back some classics
Yeah.
over the years, and plus they were adding some new stuff, and they're always a lot of fun. So
I was say, speaking of talented musicians,
yeah, for sure.
there's a lot of that in our community. And September 4th, we're kicking off with a new band with one of our local favorites. Blake Shaw has a new band called Strum Drum, and it includes him and Chris Jensen on drums. He's in quite a few bands too, I believe.
I think this is the band where Blake plays his hybrid guitar. It's kind
Yes,
of a guitar
it is.
and a bass at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep, so that'll be interesting. And then also that night, Jack Lyon is coming back. They played, I think, the end of September last year. So they'll be back. And then on September 11th, we're bringing back Diplomats of Solid Sound. Always a great time with them.
Absolutely.
And then you have to talk about September 18th.
Okay, so September 18th, we're changing things up a little bit. We've got 3 bands, and it's kind of what you'd call our indie night with Stare Into the Night and Early Girl and Lipstick Homicide.
And Eric is in Stare Into the Night,
I
so
am
he
in
actually
Stare
gets to
Into the
play
Night.
the Padmal this
And
year.
That's right.
I have heard Lipstick Homicide before.
I have two.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. They're just a fabulous local band.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Early Girl is just a great, I guess you'd call them kind of a pop punk band. They just have a great sound and really great, great catchy songs.
And here's the great thing about all these shows. You may not be familiar with the band names or the style of music that they play, but it is absolutely free.
Yeah.
So you lose nothing by going down there.
Yeah.
You listen to the first set and, stick around if you like it. If you don't, there's lots of stuff to
Just
do.
say,
in
go
town.
get something to eat.
Yeah.
Stop by. That's the great thing about being on the Ped Mall. And then we wrap up the season on September 25th. Don't know who the performers are yet. We're working with Giannis Alexakis again with Signal Flow Productions, and once he figures out what the lineup is, we will let you know. But he's been doing this, I think this is his third or fourth year.
Third year
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
So we appreciate his insight and connections. So it'll be a fun way to wrap up the
It's
season.
always a great show.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
It sounds like a great lineup. I'm just worried about how much I'm going to have to pay to see all of these bands.
Yeah. That's
Again, it's going to cost you thousands. But for everybody else in range of my voice, it's free. Absolutely free to attend.
Early on, when I started getting involved with you guys, I decided it was just simple. I don't always have cash with me, and I'm not good with the whole Venmo kind of deal and all that. So I'm a sustaining contributor.
Yep.
You get $10 a month out of me, and I figure that covers me for the whole year. And occasionally, when I have extra money, I'll especially with the festivals, I'll drop some in. So you think about that, and you can go as little or as high as you like with that. You can go on the website and sign up for be a contributing member of the Summer of the Arts, and it just helps budget for the the upcoming events. So that's a good deal.
And
We
it's-
really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really helpful for us, and $10 a month, most people aren't going to miss that. And it makes a big difference, to our bottom line in being able to bring all these bands in and provide all of this free community programming. So summerofthearts.org, hopefully, as long as everything worked correctly on the website, the bios and all the information should be up there today, as well as the movie descriptions. So you can check that out today. And then we'll be back next week to talk music on the move and possibly Rhythms at Riverfront Crossings.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Nice.
Well, we'll look
Yeah.
forward to hearing
Yeah.
from you all this month because we got and I think I think the last one will be like the 1st of April, which is
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be jazz, and we're not going to be in over spring break. Too many people are gone. We don't want to make announcements over spring break. So
There you guys.
And
are brilliant.
if you're on the website checking out that schedule, you can donate. You can sign up for recurring donations because while all these events are free, like we say, they aren't free to put on because we
Yep.
pay our musicians and sound people, and we've got to publicize the events and we've got to plan the events, and so we're working all year long,
the
even if
MCs.
you only see us out there in the summer.
Maybe someday.
I know Dirk doesn't do it for the money. He loves being out and doing that, and when he's not available, I try to fill in when I can. So
yep, and you do a great job. We appreciate
We
it.
really appreciate both of you.
well, good to see you once again, and we'll see you Friday.
Thank
and,
you.
throughout the year.
Thanks.
Thanks.